What influenced your decision to run? Actually, there are three parts to this question. What influenced your decision to run? Who are your top donators? And how will dollars given to you affect your decisions?
Get these notes down here real quick.
I can repeat anything you want.
Okay, so why run? As I said in my opening statements, I've worked with local legislators up and down the Central Valley. I've had the opportunity to work with communities up and down the 99. One thing that I think sets Turlock apart from most of those communities is that we've had very well-planned and well-managed growth. I think it's something that we pride ourselves in as a city, and I think it's something that our previous city leaders, one of them is here tonight, Kurt Andre, prided himself on, was making sure that we were very clear about the direction that we were taking our city in terms of growth and development. And that's something that with my planning background I want to continue. In terms of top donators, I am my single largest contributor to my campaign, and I also have the support of John and Jeannie Ferrari, a local couple here, and I think after them is my parents and my in-laws probably, so pretty grassroots campaign. In terms of how will dollars affect my campaign, I've been fortunate to have the support of people who I think are in line with my thoughts, and so I don't think it'll affect it at all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Black?
In reference to what influences me to run, having spoken about being dedicated and innovative, I actually started when I got to Stanislaus as a leader. I enjoyed the opportunity of being a two-time student body president, and then started what was called the Good Neighbor Day, and actually then former Mayor Brad Bates gave me a key to the city, which now we probably call it something like Turlock Shines. It's just when you give back to the community. And so I really enveloped this feeling of I was getting all of this education and experience from the faculty and the staff at the university, and I wanted to give it back to this town, which is my home now. So what I did is I ran for office, and I've spent these 4 years doing as much as I possibly could to help this community. With the top supporters, I have Mark Hall, who is our golden egg provider. He's the one that's bringing in the biggest revenue to pay for so much out of Monte Vista Crossings. Matt Swanson, another small businesses, he's got 1 million of them. He's doing a great job, and he is a resident of Turlock. And then the Pirro family, Ramson, Ray, and Romeo, adopted brothers. As far as money affecting me, I got a lot of money from Mark Hall last time. The man never asked me for anything. Thank you.
And Mr. Alvarado?
What my biggest influence to run was when I first came here, I saw how ugly the 2008 election was, and I thought about it, and it's part of a long-standing ambition to get into politics, but I thought, what am I going to do to go in and change that, to do something different in town? I think that's my biggest decision why I want to run, and also give back to my community. My top donors, myself and David Franzen, who donated a website and money for my campaign, or excuse me, my candidate statement to appear in the sample ballots. Those are the top donors, myself and money affecting me. I'm going to be that independent voice. I don't have big name supporters behind me, so each decision I make will be for the benefit of all of Turlock.
Thank you. Ms. Jackson?
I ran 4 years ago on quality of life issues, and I stand by that again. I was someone who was born and raised, and I left and I came back, and this is a great place to raise your family. And with my family here and my extended family, my first couple of years were quite interesting, and I have more things that need to get done. We talked about the farmers market, our budget. There are things that I ran on, that I stood on, that have been accomplished, but we've also, like I said, the economics. I'd like to do my part and help us get back to where we can get back to that general fund reserve, because I think it was so essential and that we had it to begin with. My top 3 donors are, I guess myself, because I always save my money from the last race, and that was my campaign statement money, but as well as John and Jeannie Ferrari, local farmers, and Steve Smith, who owns Turlock Fruit Company. And I think I've been very clear. I sent out a mailer about being open and transparent.